Welcome back everyone to another science lesson. Today in science we are continuing Unit 5, and today in Unit 5 and this lesson we are going to be talking about parts of a plant. So let's go ahead and get started. Before we continue with our lesson, we are going to be reading from seed to plant today. So go ahead and press pause here and click the link that you see on your screen. Welcome back everyone. I hope you guys enjoyed that story and got a better idea of how a seed goes from a plant. So now let's discuss different parts of a plant. Here we have flower, leaves, stem, and roots. All of these things are found in a plant. We know that the flower is the main part of the plant. Here you find petals. What are these individual things that the leaves have? And in the middle is where seeds and pollen are found. Bees come to the flowers to get pollen to make honey. The stem is the main part of the flower. It's what holds the flower together. And we have the leaves here, and the root is what's found underground. The roots are inside the soil, so we are unable to see these. So let's talk a little bit more about the flowers. The flowers, like we said before, are the main part of a plant. They usually come bright in color, and we talked about it earlier that flowers have petals, and inside these petals hold the pollen and the seeds. Here we see a purple, red, yellow, blue, another purple, and more yellow flowers. Now let's discuss about leaves. Leaves are usually flat and green in shape. They are attached to the stem directly, and leaves come in many shapes and sizes and texture. Leaves gain energy from the sun to make simple sugars such as glucose. Here we have long leaves. We have this one that looks like a heart. These almost have the same shape. And here we have this leaf that has 3 little points to it. So as you can see, many leaves look different. And I don't think one leaves are the same. Now let's talk about the stem. The stem supports the flowers and the plants. It is where the food is stored. So it's the main part of the flower. It holds everything together. Stem carries water, food, and minerals to all the parts of the plant. Here in the picture we see the stem, and we could see by the green little arrows that the stem carries minerals to the leaves. The stem also carries minerals and water to the roots. Here are the roots that we discussed that were underground. Remember, the roots is something that we are unable to see in the flowers. The roots is also another part of the plant that holds everything together. It absorbs water and minerals for the plant, and like I said before, it is found under the ground. If I were to pick out this plant, I would see lots of different roots that are usually found in the ground. But if I were to take out this flower outside of the soil, the flower will eventually die because the roots are no longer able to find water and the mineral in order for the plant to keep surviving. So it's very, very important if you have flowers at home to water them every day and to get plenty of sunlight so that it's able to grow nice and tall. For today's exit ticket, you are going to cut out each word and place it beside the correct part of the leaf. So let's go ahead and get started with the first word here. The first word we have is leaves. Where on this part of the flower are the leaves located? Is it up on the top? Is it this one that holds it together? Are the leaves these that usually stick out? Or is it the bottom? The bottom is the roots. So where on my flower am I going to put leaves? If you said right here, you're correct. Yes, the leaves are these things that you usually see that stick out from the plants. Our next word here, we have roots. Where on the plant do you see the roots? Do we see it up here on the top? Is it this that holds the plant together? Or is it the bottom portion, the part that we cannot see from the plant, from the flower? If you said the bottom, you're correct. Yes. Remember, roots is something that's found inside the ground. It's something that we are unable to see from the plant. But the roots are very, very important because they hold the plant together and they absorb water and minerals. Our next word here, we have stem. Where on my flower is the stem located? Is it this one, the main part, or is it this? If you said stem right here, you are correct. Yes, the stem is this part of the flower that stands nice and tall. The stem is also very important because it also, along with the roots, holds the plant together. If there was no stem, the water and the minerals were unable to travel to the leaves and to the main part of the flower. And our last word here, we have flower. Where on my plant is a flower located? If you sit up at the top, you're correct. Yes, remember, the stem is the main part of the flower. It's the thing that's bright in color and at the very top. Remember, petals, pollen, and seed are all found in the flower. For today's exit ticket, you are going to submit a picture of your completed anchor chart. If you don't have access to a printer, no worries. You are more than welcome to draw a flower on a blank sheet of paper and label flower, stem, leaves, and roots, just how we did it together. Remember, your exit ticket is due every day by 11:59 p.m. and you can submit through Teams, text, Class Dojo, or email. I hope you guys enjoyed today's lesson and we will see everyone next time. Goodbye.